So here we go. Melanie's trying to get in too. Hang on one second because she's texting me. This is the marvelous thing about live broadcasting. Is it going to restart? She needs a new link. Okay. I'm really not good at doing two things at once, and it's going to get very obvious. Okay. You need to. All right. Well, let me do this. I know what I can do. We're going to be impromptu. Anna, do you remember
Hello.
what? Hello. Do you remember what things Kelly's about? The three things she told me.
So she's an actress and she's filmmaker.
Okay, wait. You're going to announce her. I'm going to go away for a second. So you're in charge, Anna. Hang on.
I don't.
You're in charge. Have fun.
Don't do that to me again.
Oh, okay, I won't. You can yell at me later.
I'm kidding. No, this is my show. No, I'm kidding. So we have Kelly. She is, I don't know. I'm not going to say where are you from. They figure out, or you say it. And she's actress and filmmaker. And I didn't understand the last part.
Oh, yeah. The last part is a philanthropist. So, yeah, I have my own non-profit organization called Give Backpackers. So we give back while we backpack around the world. And our last mission trip was to Uganda, where we bought 14 sewing machines and a plot of land for the women to have a sustainable business and to teach young women a craft so they have more to do in life than just be seen as baby makers, which is a sad truth to a lot of the girls in villages there.
Wow, that's awesome. I want to know more about it. I'm going to hit you up later because I'm working in some things like that. So
yeah,
I'll be so interested. Okay, now I'm going to also introduce Mark Goldman. He's co-founder and CEO of Habs. Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Can you tell the audience why we couldn't go before?
You just go right for it, don't
you? Hold on. She just went right for the throat. We know what job she wants. That's why she wanted mine.
So yes, I can say that we got kicked off the last time because I inadvertently hit the end broadcast button and ended our broadcast. And I'm an idiot, basically. So it's good to see all of you guys.
Did you hear that, Pablo? Yeah,
well,
you did it. Mark, the thing I need to tell everybody is I can make people a director, so they can control this back here like Eleanor does for us. But they can't in the program. But now I know that you can. So, yeah, no, dude, no worries. It's just an absolutely wonderful thing. We've got a few hiccups. Look, we're gonna, as people using the platform, we need to understand that it's in beta mode, and beta mode is testing mode. So
yeah, but Rev, beta mode is not an excuse for my idiocy. That's a different issue entirely.
Well, no, it could be part of the beta because we may now know that you shouldn't be able to end the show.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So
there we go. So yeah, so here we are, and Melanie, awesome. Come on in. Woohoo. What's up, Melanie?
Hey, how you doing, Rev? Hey, everyone.
I'm doing all right.
Hey.
So,
hi, Melanie.
Hey.
Don't blame this on the beta. Pablo says he's going to defend his stuff. Good for you, sir. Oh, is this where it's all happening tonight? Indeed, Helen Wallace. This is where it is all happening. We almost broke the internet.
Yeah, this is the house.
Yeah, Melanie. So we know each other through your friend and business partner, Africa, and
yes,
through my friend, and I'm a board member on her board, and I helped her start her nonprofit that I'm a part of, Dr. Dominica McBride. So Melanie you're a comedian and a video producer and a photographer and maybe a radio producer. I'm not just she does everything. So, and she's in Chicago too. So welcome. That's Mark Goldman on your right, and then Anna, and then we swing down to Kelly, and there's me. So, Doe Darling's here. What's up, Doe? Fist bump award from Kim Carolina. I appreciate that. So let me tell Melanie and Kelly and the rest of you that maybe have never been here before what's going on HAPS. Oh, wait a minute, Eleanor. Absolutely put me in the upper left-hand corner, because there is no way that we need that banner covering up Anna. Just there you go. You cover up my bald spot. So you
deserve it.
So this is HAPS. It is the network of now. Mark, what is the actual mission statement? Or is because the empathy one. Just tell me about the network of now and empathy for a sec.
Yeah, I mean, we have had as our core kind of shining light to connect the world through empathy, and basically this platform is built as a way to facilitate human connection and really improve understanding of one another. And so that's the mission and vision behind HAPS.
Excellent.
And did the name come from happening? What's happening?
What's happening, exactly. So we envision that once this gets to scale, that there'll be people all over the world talking about what's happening in their world and around the world, and you'll be able to tune in here and engage with them and engage with each other, and start to break down the barriers that exist between us, so that hopefully we can make some improvements in the world.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Sorry, I was reading some of the. Go ahead. Oh no, I was reading the chat.
Just to let you guys know, it says my internet connection is unstable. So if I don't respond, I'm just going to be quiet because I'm really off time with you guys.
Is there a delay? So here's what you can do, Kelly, is just refresh your browser.
I have a delay too.
You do? Yeah. You can refresh your browser, and then you'll pop back in, and it should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here, I guess, to do something a little different. It's Friday night, and tonight's theme is, could you fall in love with a robot? So this came to me because this has kind of been a popular thing for a while. There's probably old science fiction about it and everything, but it's kind of made the news again a bit, is, this idea of, is it possible to fall in love with a computer? I think there was the movie Her, and there was Ex Machina, and all of these things. So I think there's a lot of reasons why we probably could and will fall in love with non-humans. I think just by the nature of who we are. So that said, does everybody find that a fairly strange concept here, to fall in love with a robot, or does it make sense?
It totally makes sense to me. I've seen short films about it. Yeah, like you mentioned, the movies about it. And I feel like my phone is my best friend and lover and therapist. So yeah, totally get it.
Pretty good price for all of that. I mean, $1,000 for all of those things that you get to carry around with you. That's not too bad.
Yeah. And then all the issues that come with it: addiction, anger.
Right.
Frustration.
Yeah.
And I'll be nice.
I've heard some women fall in love with their vibrator. So
wow. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing that I could talk about all night.
Let's let at least get after midnight. No, I'm just kidding. Talk about whatever you want. And I never thought of that, actually.
Melanie, we're gonna
vibrator. So there's, the kind of the male version of that. But I mean, I'm such a visual creature, and it looks like a soda can, with a little soft. I don't think I'd fall in love with that object, but that is a good one.
Well, I've definitely told mine that I love it. So it's a thing.
Wow, who knew where this was going? My partner
In
actually
no
called
time.
Android. Yeah. What about you, Mark? What do you think of the concept of that robot?
I have to admit, it's a hard thing for me to wrap my head around. I just was talking about the whole concept of human connection and person to person connection, and it is kind of hard for me to visualize being able to make that connection with a robot or an inanimate object.
Well,
much as I love technology.
What is the difference between you and Kelly actually doing her wedding planning with her phone right now? is what would you need the computer or the robot to have, you think, to fall in love with it?
Personality, humor, compassion, empathy, good communication skills.
I think if you research too, even the 5 love languages. So if the robot is speaking your specific language based off of who you are, based off of the quiz and test you took, then they'll have structure on giving examples of expressing that love to you. So that's kind of robotic in a sense.
Yeah, if my phone started delivering me gifts, yeah, there would be no need for a man.
Well, Apple, if you're listening, if you oh my gosh, wow, seriously.
Well, there is
thank you, Pablo.
shopping,
I had no idea
so
where this would go. You did. Maybe you should have warned me. But if you this is an interesting concept, Melanie. Again, if you're listening, AI developers, you probably thought of this, but what if we instilled every trait that you love, crave, like, want in that device, because so much of what we think of as falling in love is it's visual cues. Maybe the robot needs some pheromones, and we could have an automatic genetic pheromone match when you pull it out of the box, right? So we could do absolutely everything you could imagine to make that robot seem real. And in my mind, I think it's going to be a done deal for a lot of people, and that changes a lot of things, in society. And I don't want to get to be slightly psychopathic and living with their mom in their basement or whatever, which sounds better.
At least they listen to you because they take on what you said you like. They're actually listening. They're computed to be with you. So I don't know. Somebody was saying something. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I think like marketing, Google ads and Facebook ads and Instagram listens better than most men also, because you'll see as soon as you say something, it pops up. Most guys don't remember that.
Mark, we're going to easily be replaced by computers. And I can guarantee you, for most men, these computers will be much more compatible than we might be. Okay,
it sounds like we already have been, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You don't have to worry about signs with the
robot. Nope. Just swipe left on the shiniest, newest Apple product you want on Tinder, coming soon.
And they're just getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, they are indeed. Can we date Google? Is that an option? Oh, badges. Sure. I think you can date within software programs and stuff like that. I mean, what would you, Lindsay, do you want to come out here and tell us what it would be about Google that you're so attracted to? Come on up. And Eleanor, give her an invite, would you please? I love Lindsay. She's great. Hello from Boston. Let's go to, look who's in the house, man. Dr. Ian McLaughlin, like the guy that probably knows more about this than any of us by 100. Love also evolves as you mature, different needs and drives. And I know this awesome dude is always busy at this time of night, but I'm always going to invite him. So please feel free to come up. You know that, Doctor. And let's see, Bannerman's here. Kimchi's here. So Kimchi's the concierge. Oh, I didn't even get to, before that epic fail, I didn't get to talk about the awards and the different systems that we have here at HAPS. So sorry, I'm still thinking about some of those things we were just talking about. Let me clear my head here a little bit. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just, okay. Has a lot of ramifications. So anyway, if you see people giving these awards, right? So what these awards are, it's just a way to celebrate the people on the screen with you. It's a way to really celebrate the host and what they've done. A lot of times it's, somebody doing a cooking show, or there's just so many different things that you could do on HAPS. In my case, hopefully you like the program, and you want to give me a little tip. And Frank Lentz, Abyss, Kim Carolina, Joy Christine, and Pablo De La Hoya, my favorite person in the world when things aren't working, and most of the time as well, also has given us a few tips. So you can come on here right away. You can start creating. You can get some tips. You can get some feedback. Ooh, I'm hearing something.
I think I the robot.
Right. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, the robot is picking its dates, scanning all of us. That should be better with the awards. Okay, let's see. I think we're back. We're okay. So the awards are just a fun way to celebrate the people that are doing this for you. And even if it's just, one person up here with, just kind of, I don't know, maybe they're reading the Upanishads or, the Tao Te Ching or something. They're just here doing something. And you want to just say, hey, I really like what you're doing. You can give them a little tip. You can also sponsor someone. So there's a VIP program here. So if you are putting in the work, you want to really make this maybe a really awesome hobby, or maybe you have dreams of being the next, I don't know any of the big influencers, but whoever, you can do it here. It doesn't cost you anything to multicast. And if you become a VIP, it's not easy to do, but it's not hard to do. I did it, so it can't be that hard. And you can get sponsors. So I have a goal this week of I just need 7 more $5 a month sponsors, and we're gonna hit that goal. My mission here, if you don't know, is to elevate, uplift, bring to media and journalism people that don't usually get the opportunity to do it. Like tonight, we have 2 marvelous actors and a comedian and a couple of filmmakers all wrapped into one, and I hope people see them. Kelly, your 40 seconds film. Can you hear me well enough? Could you tell us about that for a minute, because you guys need to know about this. And you know what? This is why I reached out to you on Clubhouse, was because of this film. I looked at everything else you were doing and everything, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I really want to meet her. I want to have her on the program. But I was homeless 10 years ago. I'm bipolar. I have ADHD. I've come a long way, but mental health is a huge issue to me. So yeah, tell us about your film.
Wow. First of all, I'm very proud of you for overcoming the trials and tribulations that you have, and to be here tonight and to be hosting this for us. You're a success story. You're, very inspiring. I had no idea. So 40 Seconds came out of my own loss, trauma, and mental health struggles. I moved to Vancouver in the end of 2017 after losing my best friend, Lindsay Hawley, to suicide. So the movie was a way to express the trauma that mental health issues can create, and how it feels to lose someone, and how even through loss, there are a lot of valuable lessons, and there is a way to communicate with those who have passed, and they can continue to guide us along our way. And the bigger message that I wanted to tackle is mental health and just having a conversation about it, because I think if we just spoke more about our mental health struggles, we wouldn't have as many mental health struggles, because we'd realize that we're all going through shit and no one's life is perfect or really represents the highlight reel that we see on most social media. And Clubhouse is actually revealing a whole nother side to social media that is much more constructive and productive and positive, but we can discuss that later. So it explores mental health. I really wanted to use it as a vehicle to just open up that conversation. So ideally, originally what we were going to do was screen 40 seconds in schools and music festivals and have a mental health professional be there afterwards to answer questions and do Q&As. And then when the students go back to their classroom, they can do a worksheets and explore different exercises on understanding their own mental health and different resources and tools such as meditation. And with the new climate that we live in, we're actually adapting that to go online. So you can check out 40secondsfilm.com, 40 as in 40, secondsfilm.com, and check out a little bit more about the film. You can get on our list, because what we're going to do is I'm actually partnering with a mental health professional and psychologist in Australia who has created this incredible program to combine lifestyle medicine and studying the science of and the psychology of the brain and blending wellness in there as well. And it's this beautiful program where it's focusing on mental health and physical health, because they're very tied in together. A lot of people don't realize that our gut, we have, like they call it, the second brain in the gut. So understanding diet, understanding sleep and stress really affects your mental health as well. So definitely stay tuned on that, because that is the bigger message behind the film, is the whole campaign following it.
Wow. And you have another film, right? Out, but hang on one second. We can talk about that in a little bit, but I just want you to, you've got a lot going on, and holy cow, like that is absolutely amazing, inspiring. And I just want to say that network people, the Kismet, the spirituality, it's amazing how interesting people I'm able to get connected to, and this same ideas that we have and everything. It's just beautiful, and it's happening in this space, and I appreciate all of you for that. That's just wild. That's just very, very beautiful. Okay, so you have another film coming out, so make sure before we go, we talk about that. Before you have to go, how are you doing for time, Kelly? And oh, there you are. You might be a little delayed. Oh, all right. Maybe she's refreshing the browser, hopefully. All right, so, and wait, here we go. There you go. You're back.
Yeah, sorry. It's my connection. It doesn't seem to be doing too well tonight, so you're cutting in and out a lot. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. So yeah, so you've got another film coming out. I want to make sure we talk about it, but how much time do you have left to hang with us? I know you might need to get going, so.
Yeah, about 20 more minutes.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll get back to that in a second, and that'll be good. We can close you out with that. Melanie, so like, what are you working on?
I'm going back and forth to Georgia, connecting with some people that own studios, and got some video projects coming out, working on that. And yeah, I'm in the midst of writing a book. So I'm writing a book, and yeah, I do acting as well. So that's awesome to have other actors, in good synergy with each other right now. So yeah, just working, staying out of COVID's way, and enjoying the weather as Chicago warm up.
Awesome. That's very good. Hey, everybody in the space here with me in the studio, take a look at the message to the left. And Anna, tell us about what you're working on. Uh-oh.
I can only hear transpersonal robot sounds coming from her.
Yeah, well,
I think she's been taken over by the androids.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. They've picked her. They're assimilating her. Yeah, just refresh your browser, Anna.
It's straight up transformer robot sound.
Fine. No worries. We'll see you in a sec. All right. I think that'll take care of the noise. We know Mark, but Mark, tell us a little bit about what you kind of envision this platform to do.
Well, I feel like I talked about that, Rev. I mean, I'm happy to go into it, but why don't you go to Anna? Because I do feel like I talked about the whole, idea behind the platform and giving people a way to connect and to share their stories and to connect with people all over the world. So not quite sure.
You did. I should have rephrased that in terms of a little more detail about that, but no, that's good. Anna, all right, what are you working on?
Hi, can you hear me now?
We can.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, so I'm working in a couple projects right now, but both of them have kind of the same base. So one of them is I'm with my business partner, Sadie. We just set up our production company, what I'm so happy to announce.
Awesome.
And we do different things like music videos. How do you say in English? I don't remember. Corporate videos, I think you say. And we are working on a documentary that I've been working on for years. Idea a documentary. So we are working with homeless people. We wanna show the reality of Los Angeles in this case, and the reality of the homeless people on the street, to kind of show that they are people and give them voice and spread the message that they want to say that no one else want to listen. But again, we are not on position to say, we are not criticizing the society, if that makes sense. We just want to show that they are people, that you can talk to them, and most of them need help, and we just have to, I think we need to be more aware of. And at the same time, I'm doing a show on Instagram Live that I'm gonna change to Hubs, thanks to Revs that introduced me to this platform. And the show is inspiring interviews, because we all have been struggling a lot this 2020, I think, and many moments that I've been frustrated, about to give up and go back to Spain or whatever. Knowing other people's stories has helped me to don't give up and keep going and keep fighting for my goals. So at some point I thought, if these stories are helping me, can help other people as well. So yeah, I'm doing that with people with different backgrounds, and every kind of stories and topics, like mental disorders that we don't talk that much about. And I think if all of us know more about those, I think the society can be better, and we can understand more other people. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on now.
I love hearing what you're working on every time, Anna. Again, the synchronicity, the kismet, the spiritual just groove that flows through here and all around mental health. You could just, I honestly can't tell you how good that makes me feel, because of where I came from, and because I was very lucky. I had a little bit of internet fame 10 years ago, and I always wanted to parlay that fame when I was speaking in New York, with people like Deepak Chopra and Jack Dorsey was there, and all these folks that I was able to meet when I was still homeless and able to tell my story. So this is just a beautiful thing for me. So I appreciate it very much. I'm going to jump into the comments here for a second.
Can I just jump
ahead.
in for 1 second, Rev? Because
Yeah.
Anna, it's such a pleasure to be on here with you. I have to say, after your broadcast on Wednesday night with Rev, we got the most amazing emails from people who watched that broadcast saying that it was one of the most touching conversations that they've witnessed and experienced, and something they could never imagine seeing in mainstream media, and that they just loved. They loved it. They were moved by it, and they greatly appreciated it. So I was thrilled that I was going to be on here tonight and be able to say thank you personally for doing that on HAPS.
Thank you so much. I'm getting emotional, but it's a good emotional. It's not sadness. It's happiness, because that's what I want. I want to help people, and I want to motivate people through other people's stories or through my own story. So it makes me feel, you have no idea how this makes me feel. Thank you so much. I have no words.
Well,
yeah, you guys went deep. That was really special.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just know that you touched quite a few people, because we heard from quite a few people, and I can only imagine how many beyond that you guys touched. So thank you.
Oh my God, this is a huge gift for me right now. You have I cannot explain. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I think, Eleanor, it was just come up here for a sec. If you're not tied up there.
Ooh, Anna, someone said your accent is so classy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I have an admirer. Nice.
Sorry, I was on a different screen.
The well, okay.
Right.
Eleanor was very much part of that dialogue yesterday, and I just want to say how absolutely proud I am of everybody that participated in that. And I know it was hard. It was hard for me, and I know, and it was hard for everybody. And some of us talked about it afterwards. And Mark, I agree that something like that, it's just not going to happen anywhere else. There's not the space for it. There's not the safe space for it. And that's what I'm glad we were able to do, is even with Kim working in the comments, to be able to create a safe space, to have that dialogue was absolutely a beautiful thing. And much, much love to you, sir, for giving us this space to do it. Yeah, Eleanor, it was a pretty powerful thing. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say that I'm glad that this happened, because it was the first time that I say it out loud and that I talk about it. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, amazing.
But
Amazing.
I felt comfortable enough. That's what it was so organic for me to just talk about it. Like, I was feeling comfortable with the audience. I was feeling comfortable with the people here. And I just spread it out. And then once I said it, I was like, oh my God. And you have no idea the release that was for me. So again, thank you. And thank you, Eleanor. You were, wow.
That's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear that situation that night got turned into some empowerment for you.
You have no idea.
That's awesome.
All right. No, I still need a drink. Hang on. Allergy season in Chicago, where my beautiful pipes become corrupted by pollen. All right. Let's go back to the robot thing for a few minutes. Now that we've all agreed that some of us could fall in love and some of us can't, I've actually texted a phone to see if they're more interesting since we last met. But
You know, I was thinking more about the question as everybody was talking about it. There's something my significant other once said to me that loving somebody is about loving their perfect imperfection. And there's something I just struggle with the idea of finding that in an inanimate object, no matter how much it's programmed or whatever it is, that essence of human and the connection that brings about. I guess I just struggle to imagine it.
Well, can I say something?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I think just because you love a robot don't mean you can't love a human being as well. So love can be expressed in other ways, you know? So it's not like, I guess, if you love a robot, if you fall in love with a robot, that means I'm Xing out all humans. I can't fall in love with a human. You can fall in love with both. Like you can love pizza and you can love chicken.
No question, Melanie. I totally get that. I'm just saying, for me personally, and maybe I'm just, in the dark ages here. I find it hard to relate to that concept of falling in love with an inanimate object. It's a hard thing for me to wrap my brain around.
Yeah, the phone. I mean, that's kind of an inanimate object, but like, have you seen Ex Machina? That robot, like, she's like, I mean,
it sounds like somebody
gorgeous and is smarter than humans. So, what's that? Yeah, she's hot. She's like, okay, and I'm not saying that's what love's about, but I certainly wouldn't be uncomfortable around those awkward moments, with the robot that pretty much seems like a human. I mean, personally, I think I could fall in love with a robot if I haven't said that. And because attachment and compassion and feedback, interconnectivity, all those things that, make us human. And of course, I think Dr. McLaughlin would somewhat agree with me, but I'm not even exactly sure we're conscious. So then that becomes a whole different story of, what you fall in love with. So, I think if you can deliver all the things that I need for love, I think it's going to be very possible. And I'm going to say to Melanie's, my personal, ethical non-monogamy lifestyle, that fits in great. And in fact, it might be easier for me to have a robot lover as opposed to a human being, because it'd be a different dynamic when you're in an open relationship. So yeah, that let's see, how much does it cost?
Have you guys watched and it's not so much to do with robots, but more to do with I guess love in this modern age? There's a Vice episode based on, in Tokyo, how people kind of outsource love. And it's not just men, it's women too. They'll go to a club and they'll pay men for affection, just bottle service, stuff like that. And then the men will pay to go to, not a brothel, it's not like they're going there for sex, but it's like attention, affection, hugging, touching, even like cleaning out ears. Like, it was really weird what they were requesting. But yeah, it's really interesting because Japan is a very like technologically advanced and futuristic country, and they seem to be moving more and more away from human interaction and traditional relationships.
Yeah, I think we are technology is evolving as we are experimenting, like in a speed that we cannot even control. We don't get to control something when there's a new thing. You know what I mean? So I think, for example, Clubhouse to me is a good example to talk about falling in love with a robot, or different ways of falling in love with someone. Because you connect with people just hearing their voices, and you connect in a way like you say, like, oh my God, I like that person. I would like to connect with that person as a friend, as a lover, any kind of relationship. But I think that changed the way that we are gonna start seeing other people. When we see in person, we are gonna start looking more for what is inside, more than just looking the presentation.
Yeah.
Because even if we look for what is inside mentally, it's something that goes within us as a humans. We also want the person go through your eyes and look at that person and say, oh wow, it's hot, or oh wow, I like it or not. So I think how the technology is changing and evolving, it's gonna 100% change the way that people love and the way that people connect. So I honestly think that people can fall in love with a robot 100%.
I think I'm going to get into robot manufacturing. Mark,
big business,
build companies. You
Big
build
business.
companies,
Big business for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to run soon, just to let you guys know. But I have enjoyed this conversation despite my poor internet. I need to figure this one out before the next show.
Well, if you have any more issues or problems with your internet, we'll get some people to walk you through some settings and stuff if you need to, because we want you to come back. So
Yeah.
I hope you will come back. And you're going to get an interview with me. So
yeah, no,
go ahead,
I
Mark.
love this new format. I love the live chat. It's really great to be able to see live feedback. That's really fun. And to see these awards being thrown around and these like responses. I think this is a really interesting platform, and I'm excited to explore it more.
Oh, excellent. That's awesome. Yeah, I when I'm thinking about people for this, and I think we talked about a little, it's hard to take on another thing, but when people see this, it's powerful. And for me as a film school student and somebody worked in the industry on a very low level back in the day, there's so many possibilities to just amplify the impacts of your films, your nonprofits, your whatever. Even if you have a business, there's just so much you can do here. So before you go, just thank you for probably was Instagram and saying hello and starting the dialogue, because I really appreciate you being here. And tell us a little bit about your latest project.
Oh, yeah. So it's like the polar opposite of 40 Seconds. 50 Shades of Quarantine is an absolutely ridiculous Corona comedy about
It is.
the different quarantine characters we're seeing. So there's the makeup vlogger, there's the alcoholic fit chick, there's the hippie chick, there's the conspiracy theorist who's out there chasing aliens. And they're all just really exaggerated versions of myself. Like, I'm just really just digging at myself more than anything, but also it's just kind of making light of the situation, adding levity and laughter to a very heavy topic and situation that I think one day we'll be able to put it more into perspective of how beneficial this time was for certain aspects of our spiritual and emotional growth. It's hard to see, the forest through the trees when you're in it, but this is kind of a commentary on this time from a very light, humorous perspective. So you can check out clips on my Instagram, just Kelly Pantaleone, and I'm in discussions right now to get distribution for that. So stay tuned. We're in the festival circuit too. So the short isn't public at the moment. Stay tuned.
That is awesome. And I want to say that a lot of people watch this replay. Share this replay. There are a lot of very connected people that watch these things too. So contact this amazing woman, distribute her film, and then when she's a huge success, she'll continue to come on my program, and we'll be able to use that energy to do the things we want to do. So much love to you, Kelly. Like I said, the spiritual synchronicity here and everything is awesome. And yeah, we'll talk about your interview, and then yeah, you've got an open invite. Whenever we have a night like this, where it's just kind of we're just discussing covering a free topic, come in anytime you want. You see us on.
Thank you.
Okay?
Oh my God, Stephen the PM McMillan is cracking me up with his comments. It's so funny. Oh my God, it's so ridiculous.
Oh wow.
He needs to get like the best comment award for tonight.
He does. He gets the best comment award. I should be able to give that, Mark. I should be able to give
you
him
should actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
Good idea.
You just gave us a whole new idea, Kelly.
I'm full of them. But yeah, so great. Please connect with me as well. You girls were amazing. And you guys, but it's Women's History Month, so just, honoring women here.
Yes. You know what?
Much more important.
Anybody wants to come on Monday night and celebrate that at this time? Come by. Let's do it. Okay? All of you.
All right. Bye, everyone. I guess I just hit exit, huh?
You sure do. We'll see you later, Kelly.
Okay, bye, guys. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Ciao.
I wanted to share another project I'm working on, Rev.
What's that?
I want to share another project I'm working on with my
Please do. Please do.
All right. So me and my business partner, Africa, we're working on there's been a lot of carjackings in Chicago.
A lot. Twice as many as there were last year, right?
A whole lot. So what we've been doing was been galvanizing people together, organizing for a lot of men to be present, helping people pump their gas. And if they see, men or people standing there, watching, guarding, letting people, making it a safe environment, then, hopefully you can crack down on some of the carjackings in the hot spots where it's been reported that carjackings have been occurring. So that's a project we've been working on. And then too, we do PR. So I know there's probably people around that need public relations services. We do it national, international, national, local, international as well. We both worked in all forms of media, radio, TV, print, and social media. So just letting you all know.
Wow.
Oh,
Very cool.
Awesome. Wow. Well, hang on one second. Let me pay a few bills here for a second. Let's jump out into the comments. Peter Bittner, I've heard him before. Join us for the International Women's Day event. That's on Monday. And you can follow at HAPS, HAPPS, and you'll be able to see the schedule for that. And I think it's a marathon, right? It's going to be I think actually what I heard Peter say is that they want women to sign up to do the marathon. And I mean, we'll probably incorporate some men, but I mean, Mondays driven by women. If any of you want to be a part of that, you're signed up now. Just reach out to Peter. You can just literally just say at Peter. And if you're interested right now, just let me know if you're interested in doing something in the daytime. Peter will help you get signed up. Let's see. I know Helen Wallace is here. How are you doing, Hellis? What did I say? Hellis? Yeah. Harriet? No. There's a joke with her name lately. I love you, Helen Wallace. We have Japanese couples have in general less sex than couples in other countries. Maybe that's the reason they seek affection outside. That's really interesting because I have a good friend who's a neuropsychologist, and she's Japanese, and she quite typically we talk about it because in Japan, so her mom is a psychologist and her dad is a psychiatrist, and those whole practices are totally different. You could not be a Japanese psychologist and work in America or vice versa. The theories are just way too extremely different. So I think there's something to that the Japanese culture, they have a lot of different practices as it comes to sex and pornography and stuff than we do in this country. So, you know, you might be onto something there. That's something interesting. JB Resonance or The Voice. Oh, that's The Voice. Yeah, good to see you. So yeah, I think that's very interesting. Let me jump back in here. Vegan Doe says,
I think they don't want to have kids, though. A lot of them don't want to have. They don't want to have a lot of kids out here. So that's
Japanese.
Yes, so that's probably one of the reasons why, you know, it's a safer method, or other things.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're having sex for other reasons, just making babies. I mean, that would really be, that wouldn't be fun. I mean, you're supposed to practice, right? I mean, you practice for all those years and then you have a baby. Good to see you, Vegan Doe, by the way. And good to see you, Mr. Randy Horton. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I sponsor Eleanor. I sponsor Helen. I sponsor Michelle Alexander. And I sponsor Vegan Doe. And it's what you do here. You support your fellow creators. You become a sponsor and just sponsor somebody right now. Jump into their room or jump into their previous videos and sponsor somebody. Make their day. I guarantee you, I don't care how many sponsors they have. If you sponsor them for $1 a month, they're going to be excited about it. Getting validation like that for all of this work is a beautiful thing. So, yeah. So we've got Mark. Are you still a hard no on falling in love with a robot?
I think you guys are changing my mind.
Wow.
I think I'm listening to what everybody is saying and thinking about it. And I'm not there yet. I won't say I'm there yet, but I there's some really powerful positions that have been talked about. So.
That's awesome. What about in the audience here? Give me a kind of a quick poll. Who would just give me a yes or no? Would you or could you fall in love with a robot? Let us know. And let's see. Hey, hold on.
Can I give another opinion that just
no.
crossed my mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
why I think that it's also possible that people can fall in love with a robot. Okay, so nowadays the society has also evolved in the ways of relationships. So it's starting to be more acceptable for everyone to I don't know how you say it, like the concept in English, but in Spanish is polyamor. Like you are able to have like an open relationship. So you are able to have a relationship, for example, with 3 people at the same time. Those 3 people are aware and accept that, you know? So I have friends that are on that kind of relationships. And I've been talking with them, and what they say is like they get something special for them from each person. So you can have the support, the emotional support and the emotional connection somehow with a robot, while the other person is giving you the physical one, right? So that's why, no? That makes sense?
You're 100% on track. And I will say again, based on my relationship situation, I definitely have different needs filled from different people. And it's not like I go out and look for somebody that's maybe more tender or something. You know what I mean? You meet people, but I would definitely say that is an experience that I can 100% agree to. And like I said, I kind of think because there's a lot of things that make those kind of relationships tricky, even for people that want to do it. So the robot, could be a good answer. So,
I think, Rev, my thoughts are kind of skewed, I guess, because and I'm open to the robot, I guess, because like I'm a little different. Like I'm still waiting to even have sex. So for marriage. So I mean, with that being said, it's like a robot will work just fine. I don't have to fight off, people or anything like that.
Right.
When it's time. It's time.
So wait a minute. Let me be clear. you're waiting. This is a beautiful thing. You're waiting for marriage for sex, but you're welcome. But the robot would be okay.
It would be okay because I guess you don't have to. It's easier probably to turn down a robot than a person. I don't know. You know, it's not. You don't have to hear reasons why or we should do this because me. You're a robot. Sit down. You know, or you just unplug it.
Wow. Okay. Go to your corner. You're done for the evening. I'm very happy. Thanks for dinner. I'll meet you at 9. Have the sheets pulled down. Wow. We know what your robot's going to have to deal with. We're going to need therapy for your robot. I love you, Melanie. That's beautiful. Sit the hell down. Wow, Mark, I'm telling you, I've already Googling people to see if we can get this business running, and I need your help.
I'm getting ideas here.
Yeah. Wow.
I came to this call with way too closed a mind, so clearly I was not thinking properly.
I can just see it tomorrow. Mark's new website. Mark's love robots.
What am I doing with HAPS? Clearly, there's a much bigger opportunity out there.
There's a much more network of right now that people need.
Brilliant.
Oh my goodness. This is why I love this place. Oh, holy cow. Let's go. Go ahead, Anna.
I was going to say, for the people that has spent alone the quarantine, the woman at least, you know, we made good friends. We didn't have options. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to order one now. Thank you, Anna. That is a great tip.
Anna, I want to ask you a question. Like this Pottermore relationship, could it be a robot and a human? Like,
I mean, I'm not in that position, honestly. Like, I would love to be able to be in that kind of situation with people, but I'm monogamous. Like, I don't know how you say it in English. Anyway,
monogamous.
I cannot.
Monogamous.
Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm in the situation, we'll see. But I haven't been. But I think I cannot.
Got it.
But I think for the people that it's able to do that, what I admire, honestly, because I think they are really happy. I think for them it's possible. Why not? Like, again, as I was saying before, with Clubhouse, we connect with people that we are just listening their voices. And maybe you have been 1 week listening the same person, and after 1 week you are like, wow, I just want to hear that person again. And you reach out to that person, and you maybe haven't even don't know what it's truly like physically. You haven't go to it's Instagram or whatever. So I think you can, and robots are starting to be are so real. With the time they are becoming more real. So I guess if Alexa can tell you jokes and can kind of have a short conversation with you, I think in 10 years the robots are gonna be organic in terms of conversation. So I think that's gonna make possible to maybe even marry. I don't know. I don't know.
So I've updated my. I'm ordained on the internet. I've updated it now. I cover robots too.
Oh, no.
Anybody wants to marry their robot live on HAPS TV? I will perform the ceremony and host it. Okay.
That's
you
why
want to marry your robot.
You draw the line right
What's
there.
that?
You can love not marry.
Oh, no marriage? No marriage?
That's extreme. So
you
Mark,
live in sin with your robot?
Extreme.
I'm with you on that, Mark. You can't. I mean, this is just a joke. You can't be seriously marrying no robot.
Why not?
No.
Okay, domestic
You don't
partnership
think it
then.
can get to that place, Melanie?
No, I can't get to that place. That's why I draw the line.
I'm reading some of the comments, and I just want to make clear that I'm not comparing a human being and a voice of a human being with a robot.
I'm just saying that robots are becoming more and more real. So if you can also, like, if you can connect with someone, I think at some point you're going to be able to really connect with a robot. That's what I wanted to say.
Hey, Ian, I think the parasocial relationships we develop on platforms like this introduce a similar question. Is there a significant difference between that and one with a robot? Dude, wow, that's a perfect question, because I was just in a debate with somebody recently. Let's just say they're not internet savvy, I guess. I mean, I don't know that it matters, but I got to tell you, my especially when I was homeless, I used Twitter before there was any kind of crowdsourcing or anything. I used Twitter to help people get things that they needed, very small things that make a big difference in their life. And I have friends from those days that I'm still friends with on Twitter that I count among my absolute best of friends. I've never seen them in real life. Probably won't see some of them ever in real life. So yeah, I think I love them. So
yeah.
You love them, but not in love with them.
Well, yeah, there's a difference, but I mean, that's a whole different show. Love and in love, and the social construct of love, and the romantic construct that, you know, that kind of love
one.
is.
Yeah.
Huh?
That could be another show.
That could
For
be.
sure. Oh, we should break that down, and maybe we can get a love expert in here. I don't know what that means, but maybe we can find one.
I think sounds like you have love experts in here. This is
Right.
It's true. Yeah.
You know,
Regular.
Eleanor was on point. She put a question up there. It says, I could love a robot, but could a robot love me? So that's interesting, Eleanor.
Yeah. If there are any robots out there that currently have a crush on me, at Rev Mac Live on Twitter, and just hit me up with a DM, slide right in there, and we'll talk. Look at Melanie. She's like, what the hell is going on here? Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, I'm going to breathe for a second. I'm laughing so hard. Let's all take just like a minute to just exhale and relax for a second. There you go. Look at Melanie chilling.
She's breathing. she's taking it seriously.
Oh, man.
You know what they would be doing in the studio at CNN right now if Jake Tapper took a mental health break during the show? They'd be like, what the hell's Tapper doing? Okay, I'm going to be quiet. Let's relax.
You know what? Who will be the real love experts, though? I mean, the creators of the robots, because they're the ones that have to understand how everyone wants to be loved and put all that into the robot. So that's an
amazing point.
Yeah,
deep stuff.
I like that point.
Thank you.
Well, but if it's AI driven, it learns on its own how people want to be loved.
True.
So
that's scary.
Are these robots? Hey, Molly, how you doing? Are these robots going to have gender and sexual preferences for me, the user, or for the robot? I would. Wow.
I think you set them up.
I think you can build them however you want them. Can you imagine? Wow. Your robot doesn't even necessarily have to have, two arms and 2 legs. Maybe your robot's specially designed just to curl around your body in the most perfect way. I mean, no, it's got to look like a person.
Sounds creepy.
Sounds creepy.
Scary movie.
See, well, that's what is that called? It's called where something's too human and it freaks you out. Come on, you guys out there in the audience, you know what it's called. If you make a cartoon character like too lifelike, it makes you feel creeped out. So Uncanny Valley, thank you, Ian. The Uncanny Valley. Google that, folks, if you want to know more about that. So, yeah, Melanie, like, so it's got to be just I don't, whatever preference you have.
No, it's gonna tell you about the person based off of how they have their robot built.
I was going to say it's
like an octopus or something. You might secretly like octopus, Rev, and that's not okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't even eat octopus, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, don't even think about that comment. Okay. They are creating robots to help and interact with people with disabilities. Oh, yep.
There's a restaurant in, I think in Atlanta. Somebody sent me an advertisement about.
Well, hang on one second. Sorry.
No
Mark, thank you for coming by. Thank you for the network of now. And yeah, I got one to hold over you for a while, and I love you, brother. And,
you most certainly do, my friend. And I have to say, I'm blown away by everybody who's been on here tonight. Melanie, a true pleasure meeting you. Anna, amazing. Can't wait to join your show.
I'm so excited.
And Rev, you're awesome as always. So thank you. And Eleanor, the power behind the scene here. You are amazing as always. Thank you guys. So
thank you.
So nice to meeting you.
Awesome.
Great to meet you.
Awesome app. Love it.
And Mark, you have a nice weekend.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Wow. So 8 weeks ago, I signed up for this app. 67 days ago, I started using it every day. Okay. So I started broadcasting every day. And I'm not special. Mr. Goldman will come on your broadcast. Just ask him. He's an amazing guy. So will Peter Bittner. So will Pablo. So will so many of the creators on this network. It is just an amazing, amazing community. Melanie, I was so thrilled when I called Africa at the last minute. I said, Africa, I need somebody else on the show. You know everybody. Who can you pick? And it's a testament, I think, to the marvelous relationship that you two have. That she said, "Oh, Mel," I said, "I need somebody funny and smart and interesting," and she's like, "Oh, yeah, you should call Melanie."
So sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited because 2 hours ago I didn't even know that you were going to come join us. And to be honest, when I don't want to sound like that sounds self-important, but when I'm looking to network for somebody, I'm looking to bring somebody to the platform that people need to meet, but I'm also looking to bring somebody to the platform that will make this platform better. And I can think of 100 things that you could do on this platform, that you in Africa do on this platform, that you and your clients could do on this platform. So if you want to do a Zoom meeting with Africa about this sometime soon, hit me up, because there's a bunch of stuff we can do. And if you want to get broadcasting tomorrow, just do it, or get a hold of me and I'll help you. So, this is beautiful. Give me some impressions of the network of now, of HAPS, of Critique Me, or whatever you want to do. Let's hear, what are you feeling? How's this thing doing for you?
I think this is really it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Ecamm Live. It was a program I was learning, working with a client before, helping him with his YouTube shows and whatnot. But this has definitely got some different things to it that I think is really cool. It's very interactive. I like how it's stuff on both sides. It's videos along with, on the other side, there's just comments. And I don't think it's like that on the Ecamm. So yeah, this is very cool. Rev, you've been entertaining. I enjoyed hanging with the guests that's here with me, and I'm happy that you brought me in to share with everybody. So yeah, I hope this ain't gonna be the last time. It was enjoyable. I didn't even know what to expect, but yeah, this was cool.
Right. Well, I appreciate your trust in me to come up here, and I appreciate your bravery, because I have invited a few other people, and they're like, I don't, it takes a little bit of a leap to come on here. I mean, It's not everybody can be suited for it, but I got to be honest with you. Anybody out there, there's not anything special about me. If I can do it, you can do it. You don't need any of this fancy gear. I had it for another project. So, all you need is a phone or your desktop. Let's be straightforward. If you got the desktop, it's going to be better. This is a pretty resource heavy program because it's in beta right now. And they keep making it slimmer and faster. It runs on Chrome. So the best place to broadcast from is your desktop, your Mac, your MacBook, your laptop for sure. But you can definitely do it on mobile. And yeah, everything is here that you need. I mean, I've been technical director on big shows. I've been, a director on smaller shows. And most of the stuff you need to run a television, like you could run a news broadcast from this is right here. And people do run news broadcasts right here. And what I'd like to see, Melanie, maybe you guys will partner with me on this.
Okay.
Is, so my mission here is, so I've wanted to, the work Dominica and I do, right? Dominica does, and I support her in.
Yes.
And what we do in marginalized communities and work around equity and everything. And so this fits right in with that mission for me because I didn't know 8 weeks ago that I might have a chance. I hoped, maybe, I guess, and I've been working really hard to do it, but that I'd ever get the chance to be someone that is, and I don't like the word influencer, but I'm going to say the word influential in people's lives because, I've made, I'm moving, I'm moving up. This is great. So personally,
yeah,
my life has completely changed in the last 8 weeks. This could be a different direction for me, and it's really neat. But that aside, the most important thing for me to doing this, whether we become whatever or we stay who we are, because I'm always going to be who I am, right? But is to elevate, to lift, to literally put in front of me Black, brown, gay, transgender, queer, any group that white people like me have been oppressing for 400 years into a place where they can walk the halls of HAPS, right? They have access to this, even to the technology, right? Maybe for some young journalists in South Shore or on the West Side, in Chicago or in Compton in LA, in East Harlem, wherever it is, maybe we're going to need to actually help them with the physical equipment even, or the internet. But we can bring journalism to every corner of America. And I know people have tried this before, but if you're just watching this for this talk show, you have no comprehension yet what the power of this platform can do and what they envision happen with it, but we don't even know. So many cool things are going to happen on this platform that we can't even think of. So I am stoked that you're here. I am so excited that you're here, Melanie, because, I want to talk about the journalism stuff because I want Black, young, old, medium, journalists that have been looked aside from, not promoted, not given a voice, to get on this platform and use its power to put their voice out to the world. And so that's my main mission in terms of what I want to give to the world from this. And that's what I'm working on. So this is going to be perfect because I know a lot of people. I know Africa knows a lot of people that could really enjoy being on this platform. So when you get done with this and everything, save that invite link that I have.
Okay.
And just personally tell people to come check it out. Just give them, if this is somebody that's really close, sorry, folks, we'll get back to the fun. If this is somebody really close to you that you know well, just give my phone number, would you? And have them text me and I'll help walk them through it. All right.
Okay.
Otherwise, just have them DM me on Twitter. But anyway, sorry for the sales pitch, folks, but this network means a lot to me. So, Anna, you've been here a few days. I'm in HAPS years. You and I have been friends for several years now. We know each other extremely well. Like, how long have we known each other? 5, 10 days, maybe? I don't even know. But
let's say 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All right. Well, gosh. we're practically related if we've known each other for 2 weeks on Haps. So what are you feeling tonight? That was a lot of fun. Melanie, you could certainly leave whenever you want, but you can stay as long as you want to, because we're kind of in the after party thing now. So, and if anybody wants to come up from the
head out.
What's that? You're gonna head out?
Yeah, it's been great though.
Yeah. You get a hold of me.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. And nice meeting you too, Anna. And
nice to meeting you. You're awesome. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Give some love to Africa for me too.
I will. And both of y'all have great voices. Stay well.
Thank you, Melanie.
No problem.
See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Once I learn how to say bye-bye.
Exit. At the bottom, it says exit. You'd think, wow, why didn't I see that?
All right. I'm going to just sign out. All
right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So I think we're probably at a good stopping point, but since I have Ms. Sevilla here, just give me.
I love that you say Sevilla.
Sevilla?
Because I have another last name in between,
Mm-hmm.
but that last name is so common in Spain.
Right.
And Sevilla is not that common, and also Sevilla is a city from Spain, so it's like identify me as an Spanish, it's like, and it's my mom's side that is just like the best family ever. So I'm so happy when I hear Miss Sevilla. It's like I love it.
Oh, beautiful. The so I like to do a debrief after the program usually, but it's just you and me and all these folks out here. So let's do it like a little debrief, like how'd it go? How did you feel about tonight?
I feel great. You have no idea how has changed my life since I met you. You have no idea. Like I started this interview show February 1st, like 1 month ago, and it just started just like to try how that worked. And suddenly when I was thinking like, okay, I want to move on with this, but I don't know how. I was looking in the internet how I can live stream at the same time in different platforms without paying $100 a month.
Right.
How it works, and I just wanted to get into a bigger platform. So you just jumped into my life at that moment, and I'm having such a great time in your show. I'm meeting such an amazing people, and I love it. I just love it. So thank you. I feel great.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for letting me jump into your life. And you're just such a light and a joy and such an inspiration. And it's awesome to have you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate all of you out there that are supporting us. And I know I want to say that Anna took the time out tonight to come see us, and I appreciate it because I know you're actually really busy. You got a lot going on, and I got, at the last minute, and you also know that, and Melanie, if you're still watching, if I didn't say this, please know this. Anytime it's an open forum like this, and for you, Anna, anytime you want to come on, just jump in, hit me up with a text, and I'll send you an invite. You're welcome anytime. So
I know it, and I love it because I feel so comfortable in your show. I really do. I love it.
I appreciate it. Another magical night, I think, So wow. I don't know. Could be my lucky charm. We'll see.
I wasn't expecting what Mark said about that they got feedback from you told me that that broadcast went just like crazy good, like you got feedback, but I wasn't expecting that. Honestly, I wasn't having that on mind, so I just want to say thank you again. I'm so happy to have been part of that. Honestly, I'm really happy.
Yeah. No, it is really good. I mean, we're in beta. If you're a broadcaster here, you're having a problem with something, email them, hit the support button. These folks will jump right on it, and they want your ideas. They want to know what works. They want to know what doesn't, which is why we have these debriefs after the program. So, I will talk to you soon. I think I'm trying to think if we have anything scheduled, but if you're not doing
we
anything,
have scheduled something for Sunday, because I'm gonna start my show on Hubs.
Right.
And of course,
I'm going to be a guest.
You to be my first guest on Hubs because you're the one that has brought me to this platform and has opened a whole world for me to connect with other people and just make bigger my show. So, of course, I want you to be my first guest. So, yeah, I still have to confirm you the time. So we will confirm.
Yeah. We'll confirm the time. All right. You be safe. You stay healthy.
You too.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for the support.
See you, Anna.